And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce you to our sponsor, 2bit. 2bit is a global crypto exchange in over 100 countries. Their platform offers zero slippage on copy trading and automated trading bots for efficiency, as well as a demo account as well, so you can learn risk-free, which is what we want. So make sure you check out their booth at D2 to learn more about the 2bit team. Now, our next speaker, we're going to be diving into stablecoins and the future of stablecoins. Our next speaker has been behind some of crypto's steadiest assets. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a legend in the industry. So without further ado, please welcome to the stage the co-founder of Tether, Reeve Collins.
Wonderful. It's great to see everybody here. It's such an amazing conference, actually. I go to tons of conferences all around the world, and this one always has such high production value. Not too often I get sparklers on the stage, so really appreciate that. And all the booths outside, it's incredible to see how well put together this is, and also the quality of companies that have showed up. Around here, a lot of the companies out there are really focused on trading and the exchanges and the tokens, which is amazing. It brings a lot of us excitement and a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of people into the space. And that's one of the most important things about crypto, is getting the rest of the world involved. And so today, I'll share a bit about the future of money and ecosystem-specific stablecoins, which is a whole new category being created. So my name is Reeve Collins, and thanks for the wonderful intro. I have been in the space since the beginning. I was fortunate enough to do the world-changing potential of this technology. And looking back, it was pretty obvious. You had this new technology that could move currency globally instantly and for free. But back then, the currency that was being moved was Bitcoin. No one understood it. Nobody cared about it. Nobody wanted to move it. It was such a small community. But enter the blockchain. That technology has revolutionized the world. If you think about what has taken place in the last 10 plus years, it's unprecedented. It's a way for the entire world to be connected, not only with information, but now with money, and with new types of money and new types of currencies. So my main focus today is to deliver on the promise of blockchain, deliver on the promise of Web3. Why have we been in this space, in this industry for so long? Well, the blockchain, democratization, equal access to high-quality financial services, access to high-quality currencies and money, the ability to interact with the rest of the world. The promise of Web3, tokens, wallets. Web3 kind of evolved after 5-6 years of blockchain technology advancement, and it enables the community to reap the rewards of the ecosystem. So right now, I'm bringing to market a couple new companies. I'm the co-founder and chairman of Stable, STBL, which is the evolution of the stablecoin. We'll dive into that in a little bit. But we've come a long ways in the stablecoin space in the last 10 years. It's time to upgrade them. WeFi. WeFi is a purely decentralized on-chain bank, a Web3 bank, a bank built from the ground up that enables the community to be the ones that reaps the rewards for all of their interactions of using these high-quality banking services. And most recently, we just raised $1 billion with ReserveOne. ReserveOne is a digital asset treasury. This company will be trading on the NASDAQ to deploy into Bitcoin, altcoins, generate yield, make investments into the ecosystem, a highly and professionally managed company that provides the rest of the world, not all of us early adopters that are here, but the rest of the world that just want to call a stockbroker. It provides them easy access to crypto and to the future of finance. So, we have come a long ways. And today, we're entering the era of utility. So in the beginning, speculation. All people did was trade coins. And why did they do that? Well, it's exciting, it's fun, and they're still doing that. Take a look outside, you'll see the World Series of Crypto Trading. I was pretty blown away by that, but it's actually pretty cool. A 2-day contest, they start with $50,000, they get to trade, and one person wins. So in South Korea, I also read that it's one of the most popular things going on right now, and it's eclipsing esports in popularity, just trading crypto. So in the beginning, that's all there was to do, was to speculate on these tokens. And then the infrastructure arose. A lot of builders came in because speculation draws time, attention, and money, brings people into the space. And what happens then is true innovation. And so over the years, we've had these different innovations, and each innovation is driven more and more by speculation, beginning the just tokens, and then ICOs, and then NFTs, and then DeFi. But that brought more time and attention, and now today we're entering in the era of utility. So after a decade plus, people are saying, stablecoins, that's the killer app of the blockchain. Wow, you can move money globally instantly for free. It's about time people realize that. But a few things have shifted. Most importantly, what shifted is the regulatory winds around the world are at our backs. In the past, if you're a large institution or bank, you would get in trouble. You wouldn't play in that space. But now, since they're all leaning in, it has opened the floodgates, and now stablecoins are the main narrative. And in addition, RWAs are a huge narrative. All these traditional assets are coming on chain. And so now, stablecoins are here to bridge the gap between traditional finance and digital ecosystems. And what that leads to is to the evolution of the stablecoin. Because now that everyone can create one, we're going from the old world that's been around now for 10 years, the old way of doing a stablecoin to the new way, to the evolution, stablecoin 2.0. If you think about what the main issues of stablecoins have been in the past, it is that all the collateral was off-chain. Everyone used to complain, oh, is Tether really backed? Oh, is the collateral there? Are the reserves there? Where are the reserves? Where's my audit? It's extremely difficult when you have hundreds of banks around the world and lots and lots and lots of money and lots of scrutiny to provide complete transparency. The technology is just not there. It's no one's fault. The technology was not there. But today, the technology is. Because all that collateral that backs these stablecoins is part of the RWA narrative. All these companies now are tokenizing treasuries, money market funds, all sorts of other traditional assets, high-quality assets. Low risk, high yield, they're all coming on chain. And so what happens when they come on chain? Now they can be used as collateral. So in stablecoin 2.0, 100% of the collateral that's used to back stablecoins moving forward is going to be on chain. So that's a big part of it. But even more importantly, we all know how much money, how much revenue these traditional stablecoins companies are earning. $25 billion in profit last year amongst the stablecoins. Tether announced the other day $15 billion in profit this year. That's every single penny there is earned on a dollar that you gave them, that the rest of the world put into the ecosystem. $200 billion have flowed into stablecoins. Not $1 has flowed back to those users that put in that $200 billion. That's what's going to change with stablecoin 2.0. You put the collateral on chain. And since it's the ability to have collateral on chain, you, the user, get to be the minter. You can use protocols such as Stable. We've coined this stablecoin 2.0. We're introducing this new movement to the world. And I promise you that more and more and more companies are going to follow suit. Because once this genie's out of the bottle, you can't put it back in. Once people see, okay, I can have completely transparent collateral, but more importantly, I can earn the yield. And it's not through a yield-bearing stablecoin, because a yield-bearing stablecoin in itself is inherently a security, so it's not freely trading. But even more importantly, a yield-bearing stablecoin, in order for you to earn the yield, you have to hold on to it. You have to put it in your pocket and just sit there. You lose the utility. So we've solved for all of that, because you put the $10,000 into the system, you mint the tokens, we strip the yield, so now you get 2 tokens. You get another yield NFT that collects that income stream. And at the same time, you get a freely trading stablecoin, exactly like USDT, USDC, etc. That's the advent of Stablecoin 2.0. And now that there's these protocols, these technologies that enable individuals, companies, states, governments to issue these tokens completely on-chain, completely transparently, it's opening the door to something new, a new revolution that the world's never seen before. This is ecosystem-specific stablecoins. That's a mouthful, but it's just a fancy word for white-labeled stablecoins. What that means is that every successful ecosystem, every large organization, is going to issue its own currency because it makes so much sense. Even Amazon and Walmart, there's recent articles stating that they're investigating their own currencies. All the ecosystems are going to create their own currencies because right now they're using dollars. And that doesn't really work for everyone, but dollars are inefficient to send globally to make all these payments. We all know the pains of the banking. That can be solved with a stable coin, but more importantly, it can be solved with your own stable coin. Because when you can create your own branded currency, you get a few extra bonuses that are extremely valuable. One, imagine a company like Amazon. Tens of billions of dollars just flow through its ecosystem, just to its employees and its vendors and its service providers, and it's global. Imagine if everything was an Amazon dollar. So now those tens of billions of dollars, Amazon gets the yield. Every large organization is trying to increase their yield, increase their efficiencies, and that's what a white label stablecoin enables them to do. They get the yield, they get all the benefits of a stablecoin, so global instant free payments, no more exchange rate issues. And more importantly, they get data and analytics. Think about what kind of analytics you get today about the money that flows through your system. Not much, except for this was spent there, there, and there. But now, since this is programmable money, you get real data on all of the users, and you get to understand who are the power users, who deserves more, who deserves to be rewarded. So it really leads to some very interesting innovations for those companies. So why will they do this? They capture the yield, monetary sovereignty and control. Because now money itself becomes an asset on the balance sheet. Not just the cash, but the fact that it's called Amazon cash, Walmart cash, this large corporation's cash. That becomes an asset in itself. And most importantly, data, analytics, and rewards. We all know about loyalty points in all of these different types of companies. This is loyalty points times 1,000. It really will supercharge what companies are able to offer their users. So they'll be able to extract more value from their users. But more importantly, they'll be able to deliver more value to their users. This is going to open up a lot of opportunities that were not possible before. All sorts of companies are going to do it: retail, large corporations, social platforms, and gaming. But one that's near and dear to my heart, that's really exciting, is charities. When you think about charitable giving today, you donate money, it goes into a black hole, and you hope a house is built or a child is fed or some service, some cause is serviced. With a stable coin, with programmable money, with complete transparency, with the ability to understand where that's money going and have a whitelisted wallet and ensure that people are actually delivering the services they're going to deliver. And more importantly, let's say it's a stable coin that generates a lot of yield. Imagine if you just use that stable coin traditionally, but you're able to easily and transparently provide the yield that you are making to a cause that you care about. Now this stablecoin 2.0 future gives us the tools and the ability to do things never really possible before, never really thought about before. The internet democratized information. It allowed the whole world to learn a lot, the whole world to try to connect to the rest of the world and participate in the economies and create businesses. But until the blockchain came, until currencies came, and until stablecoins came, the rest of the world couldn't really get paid. They couldn't participate and they couldn't interact. Now we have the technology that connects to every person in the world. And it allows us to pay them pennies, pay them dollars, just pay them, reward them. And for a lot of us here, that's not such a big deal because we're fortunate enough to live in very advanced societies have very good financial services and access to dollars, etc. But most of these other countries don't. It's truly a game changer. It's truly going to change the way that they get to interact and the quality of life that they have. And so now, all of these organizations out there can try to build their own stablecoins. They can use their own structure, or most of them will lean into these new protocols that are coming to the market soon. That's one of the most exciting innovations that's happening today, is the fact that there's hundreds of stablecoins means that there's going to be more and more utility for people, and the best product is going to win. Another thing we're introducing at Stable is MaaS, money as a service. Because now we can provide the ability for people to create their own money. And it's not just traditional money, it's this white labeled stablecoin. It's a stablecoin that provides both that company and its ecosystem significant amount of more value. The future of money is plural. There will be hundreds, if not thousands, of stablecoins. It's very programmable. We now have the technology to do things with money that we never were able to do before. And it's inclusive. As I touched on earlier, we really now finally can connect the rest of the world to world-class financial services, to currencies that don't just go down and up every single night. They can have stable currencies. They can upgrade to dollars or even euros or yen. But they have a selection and a choice of something outside of the country that they are trapped in. And very soon we'll have hundreds of new currencies that's going to service all the people around the world. And when you